Hi guys and welcome back to another Transfer Centre video by myself, Bates87. Today we're covering the potential transfers which could happen in January, as it's just around the corner now, just under 2 weeks away, and there's a lot of fresh new transfers we're going to be looking at today. But not only have we got the transfers which are being covered, which are actually in the game, we've also got some manager transfers as well as potentially some new players added in, hopefully anyway, but that's the dream, and there's some players that we're going to be at the end of the video along with the managers. So if you guys do want any MSP, PSN codes or cheap game codes, go and check out g2a.com, their link is down below. If you're trying to hit over 4,000 likes, that'd be absolutely sick for a weekend upload, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. So we mentioned Zaza in the last episode, I think it was the last episode, the episode before that, and he was rumoured to be leaving, but now he's actually come out and said that he's disappointed in the lack of game time at Juventus, and he's looking to get his career back on track by getting some game time, and obviously linked with two clubs, and one of them is West Ham in the Premier League. But West Ham aren't the only people mentioned in this video, guys. The next player we have Vardy. Now, this seems to be happening more often every day, and it is the fact that Chelsea are being linked with Vardy, even though they are managerless, and they think that Vardy could save the club from potentially not getting into Europe this season. But with Leicester, their stance on Vardy and Mahrez is that they don't want to let them go and can't see them leaving until at least next season, if at all. The next one we have Emmanuel Adebayor. He's linked with three clubs, guys. He's linked with West Ham, Watford, and also Chelsea to rekindle his career. Currently getting paid around 100,000 a week from Tottenham Hotspur, and he doesn't make any game time, does he? And obviously Tottenham will be looking to get rid of him ASAP. The next one we have Caleri. He's currently at Boca Juniors in the Argentinian league, and he's rumoured to be joining Inter Milan as a striker. Obviously with a lot of Argentinian links there. Anyway, he'd be a nice signing. Looks alright on the card. Don't really know much about him in real life. Anyway, the next one we have Andros Townsend. He was mentioned in the last video as well. Linked to a couple of clubs in the Premier League, and yet again Aston Villa being the favourites to get his signature. The next one we have is Kolasinac from Kolasinac. He is in the Bundesliga currently. Manchester City are thought to be scouting him and keeping an eye on the progress he is making before actually potentially moving to the Premier League in that left back position. It would be a nice signing for obviously Premier League hybrids and stuff like that, and obviously good for his career as well. The next one we have is Gilabodji. Now currently he is at Chelsea. He was at Nantes, I think it was, in the Liga 1 last season. Chelsea signed him, and now it looks like Marseille are looking to wanting to bring him back to Liga 1, where he would actually get some game time. I've not really seen anything of him in the Premier League so far this season. The next one we have is Sissoko, ex-Liverpool player, current player at Aston Villa, was loaned out to FC Porto, and it looks like that loan has come to an end and he's now returning back to Aston Villa, so that card should become available on Ultimate Team soon. We have Loic Remy as well. He seems to be the super sub, well, not really a super sub, just a late sub for Chelsea at the moment, but that may change with the new manager, which is obviously going to be Gus Hiddink, is confirmed, but St Etienne are rumoured to be going for Loic Remy to take him back to Liga 1, and the next player is also Lamine Kone. Now I actually got mixed up in the last episode, guys, and mentioned Aruna Kone for Everton, when in fact it was this Kone, and he is a defender in Liga 1 currently as well, linked with Sunderland, Newcastle, and also Watford. The next player we have is Robert Lewandowski. Now these are where they get a little bit shady. The transfer rumours are obviously fucking trying to sell newspapers and stuff like that, and obviously these get put into there, and Manchester United are going in for Lewandowski to pull him away from Bayern Munich. Now if I was him, I wouldn't want to move from Bayern Munich. If Real Madrid come calling, potentially would go to Real Madrid, but Manchester United not so much. We then have Harry Kane as well being thrown into the mix with Inter Milan. Inter Milan are thought to be tracking the progress of Harry Kane, trying to pull him over to the Serie A as well. That'd be interesting to see an Englishman again go over to the Serie A, and Harry Kane will probably do a fantastic job over there with the style of striker that he is. The next one we have is Brozovic from Inter Milan. Arsenal thought to be interested in him in the centre midfield position. A lot of videos we've done recently have covered the fact that Arsenal are lacking in the centre midfield, mainly down to injuries, and looking to get some replacements in there as well. And Brozovic looks alright, don't really know much about him, but on card he looks quite good. The next one we have is Lionel Messi. He was in the last episode where City wanted to bid in the region of, well, it is between Manchester United and Manchester City, bidding $1 billion for Neymar and also Lionel Messi to bring them to the Manchester. But it seems that Di Maria is confident that PSG look to be going for Lionel Messi to bring him to PSG. PSG, a money club, have fantastic players there. He will be reunited with Di Maria. Obviously, Di Maria played with him at Argentina. Ibrahimovic as well, reunited him with the Barcelona links, and he will be a tidy sign. I won't mind seeing Messi try his luck at Liga 1, but there's no challenge there really compared to the Premier League or even La Liga, which he currently is in. The next one is Iturbe. We actually brought this one up, that it was quite close, and well, it seemed a little bit weird what was going to be happening, but it actually seems that this one's pretty close, and we could see Iturbe join the Premier League come January as well, and whether we see Ibarbo go to Roma, we'll have to wait and see on that one. The next player we have is Xhaka from the Borussia Mönchengladbach. He is being looked at by Arsenal to bring him into the centre midfield position as well. He's a pretty decent player. When I played Tops Kick and was doing the points chasing and stuff, I did watch a lot of Mönchengladbach last season, not so much this season, and he was always a ridiculous point scorer on the game with decent passes, decent shots, and also assists and goals as well. The next one we have is Vilhena. He is seen as a Dutch wonder kid, currently at PSV. PSV or even or Ajax, but it looks like Southampton looking to bring him in into centre midfield position. He'll be a nice signing actually. He's doing alright in the Eredivisie, sorry, and obviously Southampton and Ronald Koeman wanting to bring the Dutch contingent into the Premier League, and that's the way they're going to be doing it. Next one we have is Eder. He is currently in the Serie A one of the high scorers, if not close to the top scorer in the Serie A, and it looks like Norwich are looking to bring him in. I don't know if that's a bit of a downfall from what he's doing now, currently playing at Sampdoria, but Norwich are thought to be in for Eder to bring him in. And we have 3 more players left, guys. The first one is Coutinho, currently at Liverpool, as I know, and you guys will know, and Barca are interested and want Coutinho. Now, if Barca come ask him, which Liverpool have found out previously with Suarez, you've got to let that player go. The same with Mascherano as well when he made his exit. So if Barcelona do pursue Coutinho, I can potentially see that happening, but how realistic it is, we don't know. These are just transfer rumours. The final 2 players we have, Graziano Pelle from Southampton. Chelsea are looking to bring him in. Ignore the NEP style CDM role, guys. It's just something which happens when I move players around in the squad. But he is a striker, obviously, and Chelsea are looking to bring him in. And to be honest, most of these transfer rumours have come after Mourinho was sacked as well. And the final player of today, guys, is Sirigu, obviously the second place goalkeeper in the PSG ranks now, with Trapp being number 1, and Sirigu's looking to move to the Premier League. Aston Villa have been linked, and also Newcastle United. It will be a nice signing for purposes for this year, but more than likely next year is going to drop down to around an 80-rated card, which wouldn't be that interesting, but a pretty decent keeper, very similar to Begovic in game as well, so it will be a little overpowered cheap goalkeeper. Anyway, so guys, we're going to go now discuss the managers and also the 2 players which obviously aren't in the game, and have a look at them. So guys, the past 4 days has mainly been about the talking point of managers. Now today, on the Saturday evening, Mourinho today has come out and saying he's not going to be taking a break from football. He wants to go straight back into it, even though he was sat at a championship game watching that earlier on today. But he's linked with a lineup, especially after Manchester United's and Louis van Gaal failure to beat Norwich today. His position at Manchester United is becoming very uneasy, and Mourinho would walk straight into that job. There's been a lot of speculation saying that a lot of people are put off by Mourinho now because of the way he ended his career at Chelsea, like turning on the players and everything else like that. But honestly, Mourinho's championship trophy cabinet is ridiculous, so who wouldn't want to take him? And he will be a perfect line out for Manchester United as well. Now Ancelotti's in there. That says Milan. That's my bad. No, that's Luke's bad. We'll blame dailyrender on this. That's meant to be Bayern Munich. Now with Guardiola, he's rumoured to be leaving by the end of the season. It's looking at Ancelotti is going to be announced as his replacement for him. We have Gus Hiddink, who's confirmed as the temporary manager for Chelsea. for the remainder of the season, or until at least they find a new manager. And Guardiola's linked with the likes of Manchester City, Manchester United, and even Chelsea themselves. And Simeone, he is also linked with the Chelsea job also. But we've got 2 players as well, guys. One of them is not in the game. One of them, I think, and I'm still thinking, is he in the game or not? And that's Ronaldinho. Now, Ronaldinho's been linked with a move to FC Sion, to finish his career there, or have a little bit of fun before he finishes. He's been doing a lot of touring recently, playing a lot of Legends matches with all the other legends, but he obviously still wants to play competitive football. And then we have Graziano as well. He's been linked heavily with a move to Liverpool, and that's looking to be sealed before the January transfer window does open. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, rate and subscribe. If not, let me know about the managers and where you think everyone's going to be going and coming. I think Louis van Gaal's got a few more chances left, I think, before he's gone, and I honestly think that Mourinho could be the next Manchester United manager, but obviously football's a weird game. Brendan Rodgers may pop up at Bayern, he may pop up at Real Madrid, even Mourinho may end up at Real Madrid, but who knows. So guys, leave a like, rate and subscribe, and I'm back another day, another video for you guys to enjoy.